Catweasel here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to Bimblin's Adventures in Bimblin. Yes, we're back with Lotro, and we're in Thorin's Hall. So I think what we'll try and do all the quests in Thorin's Hall, and then we'll call it a day. I think I did about an hour last time. Hopefully I'll keep it to about 45 minutes, something like that. Bit longer hour, bit long. So, what's happened while I've been away? We have something that's got new mail. Got a request for assistance. Oh, this is from Bingo Boffin. I'm not going to read that out. I'm not going to carry on reading that out because we'll do that quest when we do the Shire, and if we do the Shire or whatever, yeah, I'll do that quest then once we finish the. In fact, I'll probably do that quest after I finish the Shire, and just before we go to Bree, that's when we'll do that one. It's a bit odd, but it's enjoyable enough, but it's a bit odd. So we'll do that last thing before we go to Bree. Okay, right, back to it. What we were going to do was we were going to do all the Thorin's Hall quests, and we'll start down here with Egil or Egil or whatever it's called.
Well met.
Boji sent you to me, I see. Good, good. It's always an honour to help guide fledgling crafters as they take the first steps of their art. Listen carefully, for my words are born of experience. Look for the Master of Apprentices in the Maker's Hall. He walks about supervising the goings-on. He can help you choose professions in which to specialise. Choose your professions with care, because you will expend a great deal of time and energy improving your skills. Once the Master of Apprentices has welcomed you to your chosen profession, be sure to speak with a supplier, such as the one that stays in the Maker's Hall. He can sell you the tools of your trade. Every profession has its own tools, so don't be over shy with your coin purse. The novices will be happy to sell you any of the recipes that you wish to have, though I can tell you now that you will already know how to make a thing or two. Equip the crafting tools you plan on using and find an appropriate facility. The Maker's Hall has a forge, workbench and oven available for your use. And begin practicing your skills. You will advance in your chosen profession as you practice and seek out the teachings of others in the field. I hope you will become a skilled crafter, Bimblin, and that it will bring profit to you and the Blue Mountains. I will give you a few coins to get you started. Use them wisely and consider them an investment in your future as a skilled crafter. Well, thank you very much, Egil. Starman, here's the Master of Apprentices. What we'll do then is I'll wait for him to walk around again, because I've just remembered I promised to show you two of the things that I had bought from the Lotro store. First one's a profession slot unlock. I want 4 professions. If you're on free to play, and even if you're on VIP, you get 3 professions that you can unlock, but you can buy an extra profession. I believe it's going up to 4 professions automatically, but that might be for just people that bought the Havens of Umbar. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to buy an extra one because it's worth it, and I'll show you why once we start learning the particular crafting professions I've gone for. So all I've got to do there is right click that, so I now have an extra profession slot. And the other thing I bought is this. It's an Enduring Universal Toolkit. Now what you'd normally have to do is buy separate tools for each separate profession, and it's a pain, and it uses up, you end up with about 4 or 5 slots in your bags that have got different tools in. Then you have to swap the tools over every time you want to make something, from a different profession, which is a pain in the backside. So this particular thing that you can buy, I think it's only about 95 Lotro points, something like that. It means you don't have to swap your tools. Yeah. So I'll just show you on here. See down here, it's a craft tool slot. Well, that's going to go right in there, and I won't have to swap tools. I don't have to buy any tools now. It's like a little toolkit. yeah? So, that's got everything in it. So those are the two things that I bought. And, yes, Mordor is making his way back round, so we'll have a chat with him. Right, outfitting yourself and others.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
You must be Bimblin. I've been awaiting your arrival and I'm very excited to see our letter found you well. I am pleased to make your acquaintance. I am here to help you through the very first stages of learning a craft. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Awesome. So, what professions do I want to learn? Generally, I don't do a lot of crafting. I'm not really big on it. But there are some professions that can make you a lot of money. So I'm going to learn those now. So the ones that can learn you a lot of money are the gathering professions. So forester is one.
Greetings, traveller.
So got that. We'll take
Welcome.
introduction to
You have
forestry.
come at a most fortuitous time.
The next one is there. For the forestry one, we'll be gathering a lot of wood. The next one is the prospector craft
Well
profession.
met, friend.
And that means we can gather a lot
Welcome.
of
You have come at a
nodes
most
and things
fortuitous
like that.
time.
The third one is the scholar craft
I am
profession.
at your service.
So those are the three gathering professions. For the scholar one, it's a bit odd. As you're going around the ruins and stuff that are all over Middle Earth, you'll find like artifacts, and you can just pick them up. Yeah. So it's a gathering profession like that, and you'll see what I mean when we're actually gathering stuff. Now, as you can see, we've got three passive things down here, and those are the different professions. So I'm just going to put them up here. And these act like, I'm going to select the track artifacts one, and in the mini-map up here, it'll show us if there are any artifacts nearby. The reason I always select this one is artifacts are a bit difficult to find because they're only small, whereas wood and the ore nodes, they stick out like dog's balls. You just see them from miles off. But the scholar ones, the artifact ones, are quite difficult to spot. So I always just select the track artifacts. Anyway, that's three, and we've got an extra one. And the extra one I want to pick is metalsmith craft.
Greetings, traveller.
I do. Now the reason I've picked metalsmith is because I'm a champion and I want to like make my own armor, and so that's why I've picked metalsmith. So that'll be particularly useful for making our own armor. Now you're probably wondering,
I would be grateful for your assistance.
let me just finish these off. You're probably
Greetings,
wondering,
traveller.
well, why didn't I take weaponsmith and build my own weapons? The thing is with weaponsmithy is it's only really useful up till about level 40. After that, all your weapons are like, you basically you look for legendary weapons and stuff like that, you know, that are quest rewards, things like that. So you can't really make anything that's better than what you can get from questing in the game, if you understand what I'm saying. Whereas with the armor, you can always make, you know, really good armor. So that's why I'm doing that. Okay. All the other ones like cooking and stuff like that and farming, I'm not really interested in. You know, it's just not my bag, man. So 3 of them I use to make money, and the 4th I use to make armor. So first thing, we've got to see the supplier, which is a Binier. So introduction to forestry.
Greetings, traveller.
Hello there. I hear that you're interested in learning the ways of forestry. If so, you have come to the right place. I will try to not move too quickly for you, but if I do, speak with me again to ask more pointed questions. I almost forgot the most important thing for every new forester. Ingredients. Everything you need is inside this crate. So there's going to be a crate with some stuff in, because we're going to have to make something to finish this off. So he's given us that. And same with the introduction to prospecting.
Well met,
Same
friend.
thing. He's just going to give us a crate, but this is going to have prospecting materials in, yeah? So we'll do that. I'll bring it up, see? 2 crates here. So he's given us some stuff there for forestry and some stuff there for prospecting. Now, we don't need the inferior axe. You can't sell it for anything, so we're just going to destroy it. We'll get rid of all these. Well, that's perfectly fine because of that universal toolkit that we got. Okay, so the last person we need to see is the novice scholar, who's doozy. He's a doozy.
Well met.
He's going to give us a crate as well, right? And there's the crate. And he's given us 2 things that we need. Right, so let's get on and do a bit of crafting. First of all, we need to find a forge, and they're on this side. We'll just go with this one over here. Right. So I'm going to have to dismount for this. So the first thing that we've got to do is all the stuff's in there, so I don't need to keep that open. So prospecting. Quest log. So we've just got to make a copper ingot. Okay. So I'm just going to right click on there. Comes up apprentice. Leather, wood. That's for forester. We want prospector. Dimwit. So all we have to make is 1 copper ingot. We got the 2 chunks of copper ore from the crate, and we're just going to make it. Brilliant. Done. And next thing, we are going to do the forestry one. So I won't bother getting on the horse. Oh, actually, it's the novice metalsmith around here. Just check in. No, I don't think he is. Don't think he is. Oh, yes, he is. So he's going to check our work with this ingot.
What
Hello
do you
there.
need?
I hear that you are interested in learning the ways of metalsmith. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Oh, he's just given me another crate of ingredients. Well, that's all right. Because we'll take anything for free. Woo! I've got to make a bronze helm now, have I? Oh, I've got to take the copper ingot to the supplier. That's it. That's it. Bear with me. I was getting it all arse upwards. Go back to the supplier. But first of all, I've got to find a workbench. There we go. So we'll need a workbench for forestry and for... What's the other one? For forestry and for scholar. So forestry. We've got to make brushlight, leather, and a thin rowan board. We already had a light hide that we'd picked up previously, so that's why we're making 2 rather than just 1. We've got 1 left over, and we'll make a rowan board. And while we're at the workbench, we'll just check scholarship. And what have we got to make here? A scroll of minor scholar law. Okay, scholar. Scroll of Minor Scholar Law, which is there. Make. Done that. Oh, we've leveled up. Okay, so we're level 8 now. How do you make money on these? Well, first of all, you'll notice like we're apprentice level, and as we make things, we'll get like 200 points for making stuff. Then we go from apprentice to journeyman, and finally get up to master. Yeah, and then there's apprentice, there's journeyman, and it all goes down here and fills in. You'll see how it works as I go on. I won't do it all on camera. I'll probably do it off camera, but occasionally you'll see me go into this, and you'll see how far I've got. But the main thing is what costs, what will make you the most money and will cost a lot of money for other people because they will absolutely pay a fortune, is for the initial ingredients. Because people, they'll get to level 150 and they'll decide, oh right, I want to become a metalsmith now, or I want to become a prospector now, and they'll need those base materials that you get from like copper nodes, like copper ore, like rowan wood, all the basics. And obviously, because they've now become a metalsmith or a weaponsmith, they want to get it as high as possible, so they will pay an absolute fortune rather than go and gather those resources themselves. So what we'll do is we'll hoard those resources and then stick them on the auction house and sell them for an absolute fortune. So you can make a real lot of money doing it this way. We'll just finish 2 of these. The forestry.
At your service and your families.
May I see the items that I requested you to make for me? He takes a moment to admire your handiwork. These are a fine example of treated wood and leather. Nary a fault in the process can be seen. You are well on your way to becoming a forester. Well done, Bimblin. Let's finish. And what is it you need?
I am at your service.
Well now, let's see what you have here. He examines the item. It looks as though you've smelted that ingot very well. I think that you're well on your way to becoming a true prospector. Right. So that's those 2 done. Just do the novice scholar. He'll just check our scroll.
What do you need?
Let us see what you've got and made. He inhales deeply and begins reviewing the scroll. I see nothing wrong with the information that you've written on this page. I think that it will provide a good deal of focus for your studies. You pass, Bimblin. You are on your way becoming a master scholar. Woo! That's that one done. Then we're going to zoom up here. And the last thing we need to do, which I forgot, was we need to make a bronze helm for the metalsmithing. Right, so heavy armour, and he wanted a bronze helm, so we select that and just make. And we've made that helm. So now what we do?
Baruk Khazâd!
Taking off. Oh, somebody's having a tune.
Ai-mênu!
Introduction to metal.
Greetings.
Let's see what you've got and made. He inhales deeply and brings the helmet to eye level. A nice even pound to the metal. There are no thin spots to speak of, and the shape is nearly perfect. You pass Bimblin. You are on your way to becoming a master metalsmith. So finish that and go here, and this that we've just made, the bronze helm, crafted by Bimblin, as you can see, it's miles better than the scale helmet that we've already got. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our own helmet on, so we can sell this old one now. Pretty cool. Now these bits here, oh, I tell you what, I've forgotten. Right, I'm just going to log off. There's something else I've got to buy that I'm just going to show you. So I'm just going to go away for a few minutes and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. The thing that I've bought, it's this, a large crafting carry-all. These are quite expensive actually for Lotro points. But what you can do is when you right click it, you can keep 50 different types of crafting material in here. Okay, so stuff that we pick up, we can just pop it in here and it stops it. You know, it's like extra 50 slots, but it's just for crafting materials. So that was the other thing that I should have got, but we've got it now. I'm not going to put any of these in there because these are the ones we're going to be using. What I am going to do though is, if we just browse his shop.
What do you want?
We're going to need some tin for metalsmithing. I think he'll have some. No, the supplier will have some. Okay, we'll get it from the supplier. Right, about turn. Up here. Now, normally you won't see this. I'll do this off camera, sort of at the end of a video probably. But I thought I'd show you. Just if any of you guys want to do it.
Greetings, traveler. How may I be of assistance?
Go down. And you used to be able to mine tin, but you can't anymore. So you've got to buy the tin ingots separately. If you just press the Alt key and then buy quantity, you can put in however many you want to buy. I'm going to buy 20. Put those down here because they're going to be very helpful.
Of what help may I be to you?
Right, so I'm going to lock that so I don't sell it by mistake. Scale helmet, get rid of. Birding kit and the fishing rod I want to keep. Copper ingot, I will lock that. Torn furs, I want to keep those. Scroll of Minor Scholar Law, I'll probably sell that actually. Brushlight leather, I'll keep that. Okay. Super. The other thing I want to do is press this. Go to my vault. I'm going to pick a chest. And what I'm going to put some in it. That's right. Basics of birding. Basics of fishing. And something else I wanted to drop off, I think. No, that's it. Let's open this for level 8. We've got 5 more potions. And just keep that there for, I think level 9's next, isn't it? Yet. Okay, so that's the crafting bits that's sorted. Let's run back. Oh, I've got a horse now. Oh, wake up. Oh, very quickly. We've got an extra trait point. So that's going to go in there. Awesome. And yes, we're earning Valor now. We've got up to 1. So, okay. Oh no, we haven't got up to 1. Thought it had. Okay, never mind. As soon as that goes up to 1, then we can pop it in. I don't think there's anything else to do in here. So let's get adventuring. the first gear, and these cave claw legs, and also sprung a leak. And to do those, we're going to go this way, and we're going to go to, you've guessed it, one of the caves that we've visited before. Apologies for the frog in my throat. So we're basically going to the rock belly. Got past it. The rock belly pit. Going another way. You can get into the rock belly pit from above in a place called Winter Heights, which is very close to where we actually sort of started the game. When we met Eladan. Just here, we met Eladan there. When we started our introductory quest. Dismount. So this just leads into the rock belly pit. And there's the sand. Don't use delete key, U key. It's a bit precarious in here. Kill the cave claws. Oh, what's this? Deadly strikes. Oh yes, for using your skills, you do get deeds for them. Okay. So obviously we've got to land how many deadly strikes here to get the deed. 500. And you get extra benefits and stuff. Few of these will be coming up because this is obviously the time that the deeds for your skills start kicking in. Level 8. There we go. Because we've got a few skills every time we use it.
Khazâd, ai-mênu!
Sand, I must have done. And there is Flo's pickaxe. So pick that up. Have I got all of the cave claw legs I have? Not to kill any more. Okay. And yes, we've seen this before, haven't we? It was the shrine to what's his face. They haven't like knocked him down. I would have done. But here's the chest, and it has the first gear in it. That's the cave claw. And we will exit the rock belly pit. And back on the horse. Let's turn these quests in, baby. your service, Bimblin. I'll just add these to the stew. Give me a few minutes. There we are. Could you take this meal to Gisley? You can find him south of here at Noglond, the way station in the Vale of Thrain. Just follow the road south. Gisley will be pleased, I am sure. Complete that quest. Tinder's quest we haven't done. We've only collected the sand. So let's go around here. Yes, we've got to have a chat with Vithar, who's left his post. And eventually we'll get sent back into Thorin's Hall, so we'll just take the first gear back when we get sent back there. Foul Baruk Khazâd. Point that. We start getting the Goblin Slayer deed. Okay. Some of these Slayer deeds are a bit tricky. I wanted to chat. Eventually started attacking. Yes, some of the Slayer deeds are pretty difficult for one of two reasons. Either there are just not many of that particular enemy on the map, or there is only one or two places where you can actually farm that particular enemy. That's difficult because you generally have a horde of people doing the same deed you're doing, so it can be quite annoying. A tip for that though, I will tell you the best places to do particular Slayer deeds, but the best thing to do is come on early in the morning, because gamers are night owls. They'll be on till about 3 in the morning. Yeah? If you just get up early, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, there's nobody doing them. Yeah, they're all in bed. They don't get up till about maybe midday. So you're fine. That's when I do it. Okay, but I'll show you the best places to do them. Don't worry about that one we just got. That one we just got was Goblin. Goblins are all over the place in Eric Lewin. You'll just do it. Yeah, that's one you don't have to bother about. You'll just end up doing it dead easy. But I'll point out the ones that are a bit tricky and where to go to complete them. Vithar.
I am beset by misery.
Ooh, what happened? What am I doing inside the Arming Cave? I was standing guard just outside the door like I always do, and then... Oh, my head. Someone must have clubbed me and dragged me inside while they robbed the Arming Cave bare. This is terrible. That caved-in passage must be how they got in. Someone spent a long time digging that tunnel, I'd wager. Hurry back to Captain Unar and tell him what happened. Tell him that also that it won't happen again. I'm sure it won't help matters, but please tell him that I wasn't sleeping at my post. I don't know how this could have happened, and on my shift. Bummer, you're in big trouble, mate. Your commendation has gone down the Swanee. Right, let's go out. Now, just before we head back, we've got to go to another of our favourite places, which are the Murkstone Caverns, because that's where the gypsum and the that's where the gypsum and the gravel is, or whatever it is we need. Stones. I'm gonna have to get a couple of these. Yeah, but Eridluin is absolutely stiff
ai-mênu!
with goblins. So you'll have no trouble doing this Slayer deed. The other Slayer deed that's easy is the Brigand deed. You'll do that dead easy as well. Right. Stones. This one, you can do delete and new. Well, obviously you've got to face the target. You can use delete and new in here, mainly because there isn't any drop-offs. But you've got to be a bit wary because you can run into walls and stuff. There's a few up here. There's more gypsum. Nice to know it isn't full of bloody crap anymore, like skeletons and stuff. Just go down here. There's loads of stones and gypsum down here. There's one. Just pick them up, and I think finally we're done with the Merkstone Caverns. Yes, we've got all the skull stones now. Just need gypsum. More after this. And there we have it. We did this, didn't we? Yes. Out we go. Super smashing lovely great. In fact, what we can do is we can speed up, can't we? And pull that on again. Yep, use these things up. There's no need to keep them. No need to hoard them. Let's get all your bonuses going. Right. Yes. Try and avoid these clouds. Like I say, we'll easily do that deed, so we can afford to leave a few behind. Let's hand in a few more quests. This guy's got a quest, but it's a crafting quest, so I'm not going to bother with it. As I say, I'm not big on crafting. It's mainly just to make money.
What is the meaning of this?
We've been burgled. This is outrageous. There was a lot of valuable gold and weapons in that cave, and we won't be replacing it anytime soon. There's hardly an ounce of anything but stone and iron in these mountains. That caved-in passage might provide the clue we need to catch these burglars, Bimblin. They won't have gone far. They might be trapped beneath the rubble. More importantly, the gold might be there too. I'll have some dwarfs begin clearing it away. Be a good first assignment for Vithar. Give him time to think about how dirty the canal can get.
Will you stop and hear my accursed tale?
Judging from the location of the treasury, I would say the burglars dug their passage from the Silver Deep. And that points to goblins. Goblins crawled into that mine shortly after the unpleasant business 2 years ago. We haven't had much success in driving them out. I want you to enter the Silver Deep, blimey again, and look for the other side of the cave-in. You might find some of the stolen gold or one of our burglars trapped on the other side. Bring me whatever you find. The entrance to the Silver Deep is in the northeastern corner of the valley, at the end of a gully. Yes, I know where it is. Okay.
It is an insult!
Do Tinder's bit. It will take me just a moment to make the mortar. You'll learn a few tricks when you've done this as long as I have. There we are. Now take this mortar to the fissures in the canal walls and the Hall of Merchants inside the western part of Thorin's Hall. Tinder's protector.
Hear me out, traveller!
Hurry! Take the mortar and make sure the repairs before the fissures expand. It's only a matter of time before the well is breached. changed. Right, we'll do that in a bit. What's all this? Got another deed. Now an ally of Erid Lewin. That's because we've just done a load of quests. It all helps our reputation. I think I mentioned it before, but if you get a good reputation and good standing, then you can get some nice benefits. These guys.
Baruk Khazâd! ai-mênu!
So, seen all this before. Yeah, this is going to be where the troll is, isn't it? Oh, right, he's throwing a net over me or something. I'm going to have to wait till that goes. There. Up we go. Dower hand. Dower hands. We're stealing it. Fortunately, we can't get on that horse in here. I have to run out. Whip. If we go the right way. I'm just going to run past all the goblins now. The ones that have respawned. Shouldn't be too bad. See how many follow me to the entrance. I'll have to deal with a few. Just give it up. So there we go. to Frerin's Court. Captain. Once we turn this into Captain Una, I believe it's just a question of going into Thorin's Hall again.
What is the meaning of this?
What is this? You found a Dowerhand sword at the other end of the cave-in? This is not good, Bimblin. Bad enough that our treasury has been burgled, but worse still, it was burgled by Dowerhands. Take his pauldrons.
Is a moment of your time too much to ask?
Dwalin is not going to be happy, Bimblin. There are troubles with Dowerhands elsewhere in the Blue Mountains, but we thought they were out of Thorin's halls forever. And to steal Longbeard gold from the treasury. Unbelievable! You better head north into Thorin's Hall and show Dwalin the Dowerhand sword hilt you recovered from the Silver Deep. You will find him in the throne room at the north end of the hall. Burglars and Dowerhands be bothered. What did I do to deserve this, I ask you? Right, so I'm going to go up there. I'm just going to have to step away for a moment, but by the wonders of editing, I'll be back almost immediately. And I'm back. Okay, back on the horse. There we go. Very near the end of the episode now. Just pop up here. Turn in a few quests.
At your service.
Floating.
And your families.
Ah, there she is. Thank you, Bimblin. But I've sad news. A friend of mine told me the cave's been tapped dry. There's naught but fool's gold in there. But don't you worry. I'll find my claim one of these days. Yeah, unlucky son. Right, I'm just going to take the battle gauntlets because those are the most expensive. And we're going to flog them. Straight in here. There we go. Bavo, turn in the first gear.
I am at your service.
Ha, this looks like the gear. It goes here, or maybe here. No matter, I'll work it out given time. I'm sure of it. So we're going to get some reputation. 300.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
That first gear has seen better days, but it's not beyond repair. I'll get to work on that while you look for the second gear. According to the old records, the second gear was hidden in a chest in some old ruins to the south, in the Vale of Thrain. The ruins are on the west side of the Vale, off the road, and across the Vale from Noglond. The records indicate that the chest is on the south side of the ruins. One thing you should be aware of, though, is that goblins have overrun those ruins. Be careful. We will, Bavor, old boy. So we've got to do the, we've got to fix the fissures in the walls. Oh, I'll have to get a move on. It's shutting down for maintenance. We've got 30 minutes. Turn should be well finished by then. There's one fissure sealed. There's another one over there. You can see one just behind us. This one. There we go. Back on the horse. There's a lot more than 3 fissures fixing. Like a colander down here. There we go. Right, I think the only one left in here is to show the Dowerhand sword hilt to Dwalin. He's at the top up here. Suppose we better dismount, seeing as he's the head honcho.
Greetings.
Coming from anyone else, Bimblin, I would not believe these grim tidings, but you seem to be an honourable dwarf. I too thought the Dour Hands were gone from Thorin's halls for good, but it seems they still had designs on our gold. We will teach them a hard lesson, Bimblin, and they will rue the day they sneak back into Thorin's halls like the brigands they are. We will discover where they have taken the stolen gold, Bimblin, and then we will deal with them. I swear this by Jorin's beard.
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
We need to find out where the Dour Hand burglars took the gold they stole from our treasury, Bimblin, and I believe I know just how to do it. The thrushes of the Vale of Thrain have long served as the eyes of Jorin's folk in the air. If the Dour Hands tried moving the stolen gold from Thorin's hall, they must have, one of the thrushes would surely have seen them. Nos Grimsong is a friend of the thrushes, who has long been loyal to the Lonely Mountain, and he understands their language. Nos was last appointed to duty at the outpost of Noglond to the south. To get to Noglond, speak with the stable master, Willie, to the west of Frerin's court. Tell him you want a good steed to take you to Noglond, and he'll take care of the rest. When you get to Noglond, look for Hrothgar. He'll be your point of contact for the time being. So, there we go. So this is pretty much everything now for Thorin's Hall. We'll have to come back occasionally, so I'll keep the milestone here because we'll be bringing the gear back for Bavor, and we will also be bringing the armour to what's his face, Bruni the Smith. And rather than be getting a horse back and forth, we can use this milestone to get back here quickly. So otherwise it'd just be a bit of back and forth. That's just timed pretty nicely. Turn this into tinder.
By Jorin's beard!
That's one less task to concern me. Perhaps that will fix the problems with the water supply they've been reporting down at Noglond, the way station in the Vale. Take his chain gauntlets.
Is a moment of your time too much to ask?
I've got some complaints from Noglond down in the Vale of Thrain to the south, that the canal hasn't been flowing the way it should. Hopefully that repair you made to the leak has solved that problem as well. Could you get down to Noglond and talk to Go-eth here about the problem? He can tell you if the canal is back to normal. Just follow the road south as it curves through the Vale of Thrain and you will eventually come upon Noglond. With the Dour Hands stirring up trouble, we are so short on work hands. And we'll accept that. And now we've just got to find little Willie. And he's around here. Dismount.
Greetings.
Well met, Bimblin. If you ever need to travel at speed, you should come visit me, or whomever the closest stable master happens to be. So Dwalin sent you to me to purchase passage to Noglond, did he? Well, it's a good thing he did, considering how far away Noglond is. Simply speak with me about renting a horse, and you'll be able to purchase safe passage at speed on one of my fine mounts. When you get there, be sure to look for Hrothgar. I'll expect he'll have some tasks for you. So, continue quest. And what we'll do is
Well met.
we'll go to Noglond here. It's going to cost us the silver. But off we go. Off we go. So this is the Vale of Thrain coming into. And this is where our next set of quests will predominantly be, all around here. So it's quite a narrow valley between the mountains. Probably do a dozen or so quests here next time. And yes, It's alright. I quite like the Vale of Thrain and Noglond. And once we finish with Noglond, they'll send us on to a place called Gondom, which is a bit further down the valley. And but it's not snowy there. It's a bit further down, and spring has sprung down there, so it'll be a bit nice. But yeah, this is the Vale of Thrain. So give you a better look at it as we're travelling along. So there you go, look at all the stars. Those stars. Tell me I've got light pollution here. Down we go. Off to the right hand side there, that's a place that's absolutely full of goblins. So we'll have no problem with the Goblin Slayer deed. This is Noglond. Just up this little hill. Right, and we'll stop here. Thank you so much for watching. We'll get all these quests. We'll deliver a few quests as well. First thing, next episode. So until then, this is me, Cat Weasel, saying toodaloo.